Where are you at on the fearsome foursome pursuing LeBron James? Now, we provide a skeptical eye for the regular guy. Now, I even have bifocals on, so I have extra skepticism is what I have on here. But this is not the LeBron sweepstakes. It was presented as the LeBron sweepstakes. I don't buy that narrative. I'm not going there. It's more like the LeBron flea market. Now, you can find a nice thing every now and again at the flea market, and that's what this is. It's the LeBron James flea market, and it's like, what's going on there? What's on the table at the flea market? You're like, do I want that? It kind of fade a little bit. I'm not sure about that. And everyone's like, well, this is not the shiny new toy. We're not auctioning off the shiny new toy. This is LeBron James at this point is a vintage cookie jar. It's cracked a little bit, faded. Now, it still has some value. There's still some value there. And if you squint hard enough at the vintage cookie jar and you look at it and you ignore the fact that the cookies inside turn stale right around the time they got that little Mickey Mouse bubble ring that doesn't really count back at Disney World, like a nice little souvenir there. Yee, you get a ring. Whee! Not a real one. Not a real one, as we learned from the Oklahoma City Thunder guard. Not a real one. So LeBron James, the greatest player of his generation, not the greatest of all time, as he trails Michael Jordan and others. He's also crossed the Rubicon, he's in the dreaded 40s age range at this particular point, LeBron James. And so you put it all together. And while he still can put up numbers for you, and the kind of numbers that if you work over at ESPN, right, you think LeBron's like the Dalai Lama. You do. You treat him like the Dalai Lama and all that, and you can't wait to hear what he has to say about every effing thing. You got to get to the bottom of LeBron James. All right, so the impact is measured now more in a moments rather than months of greatness. There's individual moments on a given night. LeBron could put up some big numbers and all that stuff. But it's one of those buyer beware situations for anyone that does business with LeBron James. It is a buyer beware situation because that cookie jar, remember we told you LeBron is like the flea market vintage cookie jar. LeBron, it looks okay from a distance on a shelf. You're like, it's not that bad. I could buy that. It's a couple of bucks. I got to pay cash, no credit card. It's a couple bucks. And the lid's chipped again, though, a little bit, and you look at it, and the base is, you get a little closer, you see a little crack there on the base of it, and it really only opens when it wants to, and so that's not particularly great and all that stuff.